Breaking news. Today, early that morning, no one expected what would happen in Jungkook's 300 billion mansion. Security cameras detected the movement of a mysterious black car that stopped right in front of its automatic gate. However, neither BTS members, nor Big Hit staff, nor relatives from the entertainment world. Coming out of the car were two familiar figures among longtime fans, Jungkook's parents. With worried faces and hasty steps, the two enter a house that has been known to be too private, too sacred, too forbidden for anyone other than Jungkook himself. It wasn't until a few hours later that the rumors began to spread. Posts in Korean online communities exploded. A neighbor who happened to see the Jungkook family's car parked overnight began to speculate. What happened? Why did his parents stay overnight? Any emergencies? What's more surprising? This incident took place when Jungkook was known to be in the United States with other BTS members for an important schedule that could not be contested. He even appeared in a live interview from New York. So, if he's not at home, why would that house be an emergency destination for his parents? Why not their own home in Busan? Why should Jungkook's house in Itaewon be guarded like a golden palace? One big question exploded in ARMY's mind. What was going on behind the closed doors of Jungkook's house? It's no secret that Jungkook, BTS's golden mean, is known to be very protective of his and his family's privacy. Even on numerous occasions, Jungkook refuses to share details about his family, choosing to keep his private life like a rare gem not to show off. But this time, the world seems to be forced to look behind the marble walls of his house that had been seen silent. Various sources began to speak out on an anonymous note, of course. One of the security staff at the elite compound where Jungkook's home is located gave a startling hint. His parents came in a hurry. There was an atmosphere of panic. They didn't carry a lot of things, just a few small bags and a suitcase. And they log in with a personal access code, not as guests. Personal access code? That means only people Jungkook truly trusts can enter. And the fact that the two stayed overnight for even more than a day gave rise to one terrifying theory. There was something emergency, but too private for the public to tell. Then, netizens began to dig deeper. One fan forum found that the day before Jungkook's parents came to his house, one of his maternal relatives reportedly had a severe traffic accident in the Gyeonggi area. It was not immediately clear who the victims were, but the news ignited speculation that the family was going through a major crisis. But strangely, the family home in Busan showed no signs of activity. Lights out, doors tightly closed. Did they all temporarily move into Jungkook's house? Or did Jungkook ask them to come to his house as a place in an exclusive interview accidentally broadcast by former trainee Big Hit, who is now an active YouTuber? Jungkook said that he personally told the staff, "If anything happens to my family, don't let them go to the old house. They should go straight to my house. I built this house for them, not just for me." This sentence seems to be a time bomb that is now exploding. Jungkook, who is known as an idol with high loyalty to his family, turns out to have long drawn up a backup plan in case the family needs protection one day. But why is the house suddenly used now? Has the crisis really been lurking for a long time? And what was most thrilling was when the army began to dig that Jungkook's mother had disappeared from the public over the past 2 months. He was not present at large family events as usual, was not seen in Busan, did not even appear in their large family WhatsApp group that was usually leaked by his cousins on anonymous forums. Is Jungkook's mother sick? Or more than that, an amateur drone camera flown by a fanatic over Jungkook's house captured something surprising. In the garden area behind the house, you can see empty wheelchairs and small oxygen cylinders stored near the gazebo. The army panicked. Who uses it? Jungkook is in good health in the US. Taehyung was there too. Who in the house needs a medical device like that? And further, an inside source mentioned that Jungkook's main room was vacated. Some of his belongings were moved to basements that were not normally used. Even the main mattress was replaced with an orthopedic model. This is not a temporary measure. It's not just for one-night stays. It's like a long-term treatment preparation. As questions began to flow through social media, Jungkook finally posted a short story on Instagram. Dark background, only white text, no emoji, no background music, just the writing. But the world seemed to stop reading those cold but emotional words, as if hinting that something very big and very personal is happening, and he asks the whole world to step back. However, the world won't be that easy to go backwards, will it? especially when it involves a name as big as Jungkook and a house that has always been an enigmatic mystery. An army even wrote on Twitter, if it's true that his parents are sick, why aren't they hospitalized? Why choose a private house? Unless the house has a medical system? Jesus. Over the years, Jungkook became the most inaccessible idol when it came to privacy. He rarely talks about his home. He almost never shows off the inside of his luxury house, which is rumored to be worth more than 300 billion Indonesian rupiah. But now, the house is the center of world attention. Because it's not just the luxury and interior design that makes people curious, but who is in it and why they are there. Even one of the other BTS members reportedly called directly to the house, not through Jungkook's personal phone, but to the house remain channels that were known only to the closest people. And according to rumors, a middle-aged female voice answered quietly, "Sorry, we can't talk right now. Please send your best wishes." Theories are growing. Some say that Jungkook's house is secretly equipped with a private intensive care unit. There are also those who believe that Jungkook's father suffered a minor stroke and is now recovering. But most shocking, the theory that Jungkook's mother was diagnosed with a chronic illness and Jungkook had vowed to keep her in the safest and most comfortable place in the world, her own home. But still, there is no official statement. Big Hit Entertainment mumbled, "Jungkook doesn't want to be interviewed." Fans cry in the dark not because of the concert, not because of the release of a new song, but because of something deeper, a child's love for his parents and the pain of what they can only guess. That night, Jungkook's house lights remained on. In the back garden, candles were lit, who knows for whom, who knows for what. Maybe a prayer, maybe a hope, maybe a farewell point. One thing is for sure, Jungkook's home is not just a grand palace of celebrities, not just a symbol of wealth or status. But now, the house bears witness to the love, crisis, tears, and determination of a young boy named Jungkook. In the world, I could only watch from a distance, in a silence full of questions.